Hey, it's Phoenix from the L2R desk. We're heading to Georgia to meet up with the owners of Chic Riot. Tabitha and Kidd have started a business where they're creating jackets, motorcycle jackets, exclusively for women. Here's the deets. So it's true, Miss Tabitha, that you got a little bump there. What's going on?
Yeah, we are expecting end of February.
Number one?
Number four.
Jeez! No wonder you started this business. Wow! Four. Well,
Yes.
look at you. That's fantastic. Congratulations. When's the due date?
We've got the end of February or beginning March, so somewhere in that, yeah.
Okay, so nothing's going to happen in the next 15 minutes. Then is what you're saying.
Right.
Okay.
You know, if it does, that would make great YouTube.
Yeah. That's right. I'd be sitting here screaming, and you could be running to grab the phone, man.
You'll get some good ratings.
Like, no. What's that?
I said you'll get good ratings.
Yeah.
Lots of views on that one.
Okay, so let's just figure this out here. Here's the two of you, family of three, a fourth one on the way, and you both ride motorcycles?
Yes. We're so irresponsible. Oh my goodness.
Who rides a Kawasaki?
This guy.
Yeah, this guy.
He forgot because I used to ride a Kawasaki, but I don't anymore.
Well, I guess that sort of dovetails into what you two are doing. Chic Riot. Who came up with the name Chic Riot?
It was mutual. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we had one name before, and then it was like, nah, and then we just settled on this name. It fit. It was like, yeah, I think this is it, and we just settled on it.
Honestly, it was more of just like hearing like a lot of cry for, hey, why don't women have this? And I need a good looking jacket. And it's like you hear that all the time. And I'm just like, hey, Tab, why don't we do something about it? And she was just like, no. And I was like,
I'm like, I wasn't riding then either. No, he was riding, and I was
on the back.
Yeah, on the back, but I wasn't like riding myself.
Yeah.
So I didn't really. I was like, I don't really need. I just wear whatever I can find, and that's good enough for me.
Until she starts to ride, and she's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
I was like,
isn't that the truth with a lot of riders that you just, you want to look good. You got a good looking bike. You got a little oomph in there, and you want to look good, but you forget about the safety aspect of it. And especially, Tab, and I know you're bang on with this, kid, is that women want the fashion.
Yeah.
But they also have to realize that they need the safety. So what makes these products so unique?
Yeah. I think that is exactly what it is. It's a fashion and the safety aspect, because I think about these jackets as if I'm wearing each and every one of them. If I go down, I want to make sure that like all my, everything comes back up with me,
Yeah.
And so I want women to be safe. I want to be safe, but I also want to look good. Being a fashion designer, I always love fashion. And I feel that, we can make that happen without, sacrificing fashion. I'm like, you can still do this and make it fashionable. Still use the right materials, things are triple stitch, reinforced seams, all that's good stuff. But at the same time, keeping that fashion aspect to it. All jackets come with a armor that we have in them. But you can upgrade and get the more malleable armor. And so for my jackets personally, I do change out the armor and get the more malleable armor, which is definitely a little bit more lightweight. It moves with your body. Yeah. So I mean, that aspect, if you want the impact protection, you don't need the armor. But with the
Kid, sorry, Tabitha, kid, this is a daunting task though, man. When you're talking about fashion, you have to think about sizes. You have to think about different color schemes. I mean, it's just not something that you just pull the trigger on. This, I'm sure, took a lot of convincing to get this young lady on board.
Yeah, it was one of those things because it's just like, so Tabitha, she's a fashion designer. So I'm trying to like tell, and that's another thing too, before we started Chic Riot, this was like, we did like a year's worth of like research, making sure like the materials that we use and like what's the impact. We didn't really understand impact zones and like everything that we researched like a year, like, okay, and then testing and making sure like, okay, then we realized, okay, these jackets also need to breathe. Okay, now we have to make it to where it breathes. So it's just like, just doing a whole lot of like research and finding out like, okay, the best material, because sometimes you could buy a jacket from like a big brand, but you look at the materials that they use, and it's
Mm-hmm.
low grade materials.
Mhm.
And all of our jackets is like the highest grade materials that you possibly can for abrasion resistance, and the armor that we have is for impact resist for impact.
What are the price ranges? Give me an idea from the low range to the high range.
Yeah, so most of our jackets are starting 500s, and then they go up to about high 600s right now for our
Okay.
leathers.
Hey, you know what? That's reasonable. Let's be real. That's actually a reasonable price. And if it's fashionable, you can just take a look at your website, and I think it has all the information there. Yes.
Yes, yeah. And then our pants are in the $300 range.
Yeah.
See, again, that's actually a reasonable price.
Yeah.
What I love about your site too is that even for women, you actually identify the chest size, the waist size, and the hip size, just so that you can basically coordinate your jacket to fit you perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one good thing that we do is just like all of our jackets are made to order. So like we have customers who are just like, well, my chest is bigger, but this can you
But I'm
slide
gonna have a short torso,
Yeah.
and I don't need that.
Yeah.
So we're
So
able to adjust based on the customer, on what they order.
Look at you guys, hey? All online right now?
Yep.
Yep.
Totally online right now. We're hoping to get some maybe in the future, few stores that we have been communicating with, but right now we're just all online.
I love it, guys. It's called Chic Riot. www.chicriot.com. www.chicriot.com. Kid, Tabitha, congratulations on the little one. Boy or girl, by the way?
It's actually going to be triplets.
Absolutely.
Pardon?
I have died.
Wait a minute. Somebody just had a heart attack, and I don't think it was me. Wow. Congratulations on the business. Looking forward to seeing this little pumpkin, and keep doing what you're doing because you are definitely in the right market.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.